Hey Mom, here's the update.
With your favorite daughters,
Natalie
and Natanya.
All right, we're going to kick things off today with our Frolicking and Friends.
Mm-hmm. We had a good week.
This was a good week.
Yeah, this was a social week.
I feel like this week, I said this to you already, but for our mom, I feel like this week I was like, wow, I have friends in Tulsa. And I haven't felt that in the almost 3 years. I've had like some friends.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, I have so many friends. So many people I know and talk to.
Yeah.
And it's like a very just like warm, wonderful feeling. I'm very happy about it.
I agree.
Okay. Our big thing was on Sunday. We hosted Galentine's here. It was supposed to be a couple weeks ago. There had been snow, etc. How many people do you think we had? 10? 12 maybe?
Yeah, I think it was 10 or 12.
10 or 12. I'll put some video clips for our mom and Darian, because Darian was like, oh, send me pictures.
Oh, of course.
We had 3 different stations for crafts. We had a keychain making station, clock.
Oh, I have my keychain. Should I show?
Yeah, show.
Okay. I made 2 keychains. I made one for my keys.
So cute and pink.
Very cute. And these were fun because they were really easy to make, which was nice while we were having conversations, because it was just like, each of us like beaded probably 2 or 3, but then like unstrung them and did another one. But then I also made a little keychain to put on my Kindle, because I have a really bad habit of like biting my nails or picking my nails while I'm reading. So now while I read, I can like fidget with this.
We had that, we had claw clips, and we had tote bags that we were painting. People had a good time. And I had this cute little charcuterie board spread. I'd made this pasta salad with heart-shaped pasta.
Delish.
I'd made fruit kebabs. It was
delish, sis.
It was delicious, sis.
You know a highlight of my night?
Tell me.
Do you know it?
Highlight of your night? No.
Probably the highlight of your night, too.
What?
The chocolate-covered marshmallows.
Chocolate-covered marshmallows. Okay, I was thinking if
were
we
those
were
from Trader Joe's?
Yeah, from Trader Joe's. So good. That was the highlight of my night. And then last night, on Wednesday night, Natanya came to group with me.
I went to group for the first time ever.
And it was so good.
First small group.
And your colleague from the coffee shop came.
Yeah, my coworker Ray came to the Galentine's party and small group because, I invited all the baristas. But I guess they hate me.
No, we had to reschedule it because it had snowed.
We did reschedule it. So Ray was the only one that came, but I think that worked out well. And then she went to small group with us last night. We carpooled. We
carpooled. It was so
because
fun.
I don't like driving, and neither does she. So that worked out great. And then the Thursday night group that I was invited to, I think I'm going to go next week. I think I'll alternate weeks because Natalie's small group is every other week. And the Thursday night one is every week. So that's my plan. But Ray said she'd want to go to that one with me too. So I've been bonding with some different baristas lately. So Kate and Teal are the morning baristas Monday through Friday. And when I work morning shifts, which isn't super common, but sometimes I work morning shifts, and I've started to really get to know them and we have a good time. They are who I went and got my nails done with.
I go to Perea quite frequently, especially if Natanya's working. And since she's been working more with them, I've gotten to know them a bit more. So now it's just like I have friends everywhere I go and at the coffee shop. Speaking of report, shall we?
Yes, we're switching up we decided there are so many different things that we could report on throughout the week. So we're just going to take creative liberty and change up the acronym as we see fit each week because we want to keep you guys on your toes. The first R will always be reading because we always are reading.
We are always reading.
Yeah.
ABR. Always be reading. This week I'm still reading Good Energy. I've been listening to it a lot on my walks, which I'll talk about. I've been listening to the audiobook, but this one I really think would be better to not listen as an audiobook and just buy the book because it's kind of like a reference guide. Anyway, so far it's good. I'm over halfway.
Nice.
So that's what I've been reading.
Good.
What about you?
I am still reading the book 8 Perfect Murders. I'm about 85% done.
Nice.
I'll probably finish it tonight. I have a new thing. Let me tell you my new
Poland
thing.
auntie.
Yes, my new thing. So last week, I had Friday off, and I was reading my book in the morning, and I was like 20% in, and was I hadn't really gotten to the point where I was really into it yet. And I was like, I just need something else that I know is going to just grab me.
Mm-hmm.
So I read Frida McFadden is an author who writes thrillers. Probably my favorite author.
Yeah. Most read for
all
sure.
time. Most read for sure. I think
Mhm.
I've read like 15 of her books. The problem is I'm running out of Frida books. She has a new one coming out in May though. But they're so quick to read
Mhm.
and more or less entertaining. I don't think I've ever rated a Frida book less than 3 stars.
Yeah.
And 3 stars is like a, whoo, well, I read it.
Yeah.
So on Friday, I started a Frida book called Do You Remember? And I finished it that day. So now my new thing is Frida Fridays because Fridays
I love that.
are my day off. I don't remember if you said that
Probably.
or it was Ruben that said Frida Fridays.
What?
Anyway, so I think I'll probably finish this book that I'm reading tonight because I'm like past the climax of the book. So I feel like it's going to be
just resolution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, E for report stands for entertainment. How we've been entertaining ourselves this week. You want to go first?
Boy, do I ever.
I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
Ruben and I have been watching a lot of the Marvel movies. He mentioned something about how he wanted to rewatch the Spider-Man movies. I had never seen the Spider-Man movies. So we watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. Then we watched the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And then he's like, well, Avengers happens before the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Do you want to watch Avengers or do you want me to just answer a bunch of questions? And I was like, let's just watch Avengers, I guess. I feel like I've had several boys in my life be like, oh, we should watch the Marvel movies together. I just never really felt like it was the time. This was the time, I guess, that I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I don't know. After watching Infinity Wars, well, I was having a bad day. So maybe my review of that movie is not accurate. But the review that I put on Letterboxd was something along the lines of, I hate this movie. I hate Marvel. Marvel movies are for boys and I hate boys. That's how I was feeling at the time that I watched that movie. Because let me tell you, maybe I don't like action movies, but it seems to be that Marvel movies, or maybe just superhero movies, maybe it's not specific to Marvel. It's like 95% action. It's just fighting. And then people making mistakes. So then there's more fighting. And I just get irritated. I'm like, when is this going to be over? Or why can't they just do something right the first time? I sound like mom when I say that. Oh, in a good way. I love you, Mom. But the other 5% of the movie is them like killing off characters that you've become attached to. So it's just majority of the movie, I'm like, action. And then the last 20 minutes of the movie, I'm like crying because they're killing everyone. But yeah, the Avengers movies were just okay. Hot take. Ready for my hot take? Nobody's going to care about this except maybe Darian. My most favorite Avenger, the Hulk, Bruce Banner. My least favorite Avenger, Iron Man.
Really?
He's arrogant.
Well, yeah.
And Bruce Banner is humble. He's just a dude. And I feel like it gives me a sense of nostalgia when I think about Hulk.
So true.
From back when we watched I
forgot about
the Incredible.
that.
What was it? Was it called The Incredible Hulk?
I think
the show?
Yeah, with Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like have that intro monologue thing memorized.
Yeah.
It's like so deep in my brain.
Yes.
But I think also, I don't know.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
That's my entertainment for the week. That was a lot.
Thank you. So glad you updated Mom on that. Yes.
You're welcome, Mom.
She needed to know. My entertainment for the week, especially while walking and while doing cooking and cleaning, my new thing, as Andy would say, is having it in my headphones while I do tasks around the house. But I've been loving 1000 Hours Outside podcast. All right, the P for report. Practicing. What are you practicing this week?
This week, I am practicing letting other people be in charge of their own emotions.
Pop off. That's a good one.
I think that's something I really struggle with is
in the context of work or other places?
A lot of places in life, I think. Like, I think sometimes it's that I think people can't handle their own emotions. Not that me taking on those emotions helps at all. But then also like being worried about other people's reactions to things or like trying to fix people's problems because I don't want them to be upset. Like just focusing on how I'm doing.
Yeah.
And my own feelings, and trusting that other people are capable enough to deal with their feelings.
That's good. Is that trickle down therapy?
We did talk about that a little bit
I love
today.
that.
Yeah, it was kind of more just something that I was putting out there.
Yeah. No, I love that.
And
it's a good thing to practice.
Yeah, I think I realized that some of it comes from like some of me wanting to like fix things or wanting to like find reasons for like why someone else is upset. I think it's because I just really want to understand why the other person's upset, but it probably does not come across as understanding. So I'm trying to, this week I'm practicing just being more of a listener and just letting other people feel how they need to feel.
I think that's good.
I already have enough feelings.
So true.
I don't need to take anything
Oh my
from
gosh.
anyone
We've
else.
got to get to these memes because they're so accurate. Okay, I'm practicing piano this week. I'm practicing piano every week. I use it as a procrastination tool when I don't want to work or when my computer's like turning on.
Oftentimes Natalie will say, "Oh, I need to go work." And then I'll be in my bedroom and then 5 minutes later I hear the whatever it is that you play.
Yeah. That's what I'm practicing this song called Melody. And in fact, every time I sit down, I think of Natanya Melody Rose Dare Denise Seal. So sorry to dox you on our podcast.
Tell mom, does mom know what doxing is?
Probably not. Doxing is just to expose someone's personal information. So by giving your full legal name, Natanya Melody Rose Dare Denise Angela Seal even,
yikes.
I've just doxed you for the internet, except I didn't give away your address, so you're not fully doxed.
So true. You would be giving up your own address. If you did that.
So true. All right. This is the O of report, which now stands for Oh, brother. But this is where we talk about whether or not we've talked to our brother this week.
Yeah, we were able to fit it within our segment.
Yeah.
Also, I am wearing
No, because I thought we were going to clip the microphones, which is why I'm not wearing mine. I didn't want it to rustle. But Darian, I know where it is, and I love it. And I wore it freaking like the last 5 days. Okay.
We'll alternate who wears our necklaces when we film our podcast. New Sunday routine for me is talking to Darian
I love that.
on my way to get coffee. So that has been going well. Well, 2 weeks ago I talked to him while I was getting coffee, and then last week I talked to him while I was getting ready for work.
Nice.
So that's been good. A little weekly check-in. We didn't get to talk for very long this week. We talked for about 20 minutes, but
yeah, me too.
It was good. He's been puzzling.
Puzzling. Winston is about to do some puzzling.
And he sent me pictures. And when he answered the phone, when I called him, he said, "Hi, I'm with Delaney." And I said, "Hi, Delaney. Shout out Delaney."
Shout out if she watches today's episode.
We always talk about how he's excited. Well, I make jokes about how he's excited for me to bring my couch to Michigan.
Oh, nice. Yeah. He was telling me how he's excited for you to come out there for the fall and experience that.
For the viewers that don't know, I'm planning on moving to Michigan this fall to live with my brother, and I'm bringing my couch.
Moving on to the R, second R of report, ranting. Okay, my rant, I've got to tell you about this. I might have to clip this so I can describe with my hands. I was, on Garnett, turning onto 81st. Like if you're headed towards the coffee shop. Okay. So I was waiting to turn because I was going to pray, and there were probably 6 cars in front of me before the light.
Turning right, you said?
Turning right, in the right lane. In the left lane, there's like 1 or 2 cars. And this car that stopped. So I'm pulling up on the right, and my first thought is like, oh, maybe they realize they need to turn, so they're like waiting, whatever. But there was no blinker, and so I'm originally like this, so I can't see who's in the driver's seat. And I inch up a little bit. Mind you, there's this massive gap of no cars. I look over, middle-aged woman, literally like this. And I'm like, "Miss, ma'am, this is an active mobile that you are driving on an active road." And then the light turns green, right? My entire row is moving. The 2 cars that were like a mile in front of her basically are also moving. She is just sat there. It pisses me off, especially if someone is at the front of the line at a light.
Yeah. And they don't.
And they're on their phone. Because also, if you can see through their back window, you give them a little honk and you see this. You go, like, they jerk up because they're like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go."
Stupid. The title of my rant is, "Am I having a bad day or do I hate my job?" This week has been a doozy. Let me tell you what.
You don't have to tell me. Tell Mom.
She already knows. I apparently ranted too much to her.
No. I've just seen it in action.
She has seen it in action. Sometimes
Mhm.
Natalie will come into work and I'll be having a bad day or not having a bad day. Anytime she comes into work, I go and get a hug from her. Sometimes if it's slow, I'll go and sit down and talk with her for a little bit.
Love that.
That's always fun. I love when she comes to my work. Basically, I hate working customer service, and I realized that it's basically all I've ever done, and I'm tired of it. It leaves me feeling drained. Even when I don't work 40 hours a week, it causes me a lot of stress, and I don't know how to not bring work home with me.
Oh, so true.
I think about it all the time. All the little interactions I have. I feel like I haven't had as many work nightmares lately,
That's good.
but there was a long while where like 5 nights a week I was dreaming about work. April made a good point today. April's my therapist. She was saying, like, basically between now and when I move, my focus should be spending as much time as possible and creating memories with you.
Yes, thank you, April. So true.
We haven't done that enough.
Yeah.
It's only been 24 yeyears of creating memories.
Not enough.
I
started in the womb. Creating memories with you.
I know.
Yeah. Is that what you made your joke?
Oh, Mom, my new joke is that in my head, I'm 24. I know that I'm not, but I feel like I'm 24, and so I'm going to be 24. So I've decided I need to make a, before I move to Michigan, bucket list.
Yes.
And she was saying, she's like, you could get a fun job for the summer. You could just try something new.
Yeah.
I could go be a court reporter, like we talked about.
You have to get education for that, though, I think.
Crap.
Sorry.
Okay, well, not a court reporter. Maybe I could just go to the courtroom for fun on my days off.
So true.
My thought is, I'm like, well, what if I figure out something to do for the next 8 months?
Yeah.
6 to 8 months. And then, fresh start, woohoo, in Michigan.
Would you do coffee shop in Michigan?
Well, I have to, because Darian said
Darian's free
he
coffee.
needs free coffee.
Yeah.
Both of my siblings need to benefit from my jobs.
So
I don't
true.
benefit from Darian's job at all, though. So, I guess he makes parks.
Well, yeah, but when you move there, I
I'll
guess you'll benefit
from his job when I move to Michigan. I am going to look into like different types of personal assistant jobs. I think. And I'll work for you for
Perfect.
5 to 10 hours a week.
Yes, please. Good rant.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Moving on, the tea report. This week I walked to Target to get groceries on Friday night. And it was reminiscent of when I lived in DC, and I thought that was cool.
That is cool.
Because I don't have to be car dependent.
Car dependent. That's
Codependent with my car.
Wow, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I am car dependent, and I'm car dependent on your car
Oh, so true.
to drive me to small group.
So true. And I watched a parade. And Teal and Kate were working with Natanya. They wrote the cutest thing on my cup, and I'm going to put a video up of it. So anyways, that's what I did this week. Your turn.
This week, I cleaned my room and cleaned my bathroom, and I did my laundry.
Impressive.
Not to most, but
to me.
To some that know me.
So true.
Impressive.
So true. All right, real quick. Did you go to church this week? Yes or no?
I went to small group.
Woo!
I did not go to Sunday church.
I also did not go to Sunday church. I went to small group, but I did on Saturday night go to an ordination service for an Anglican denomination, maybe, for a priest and a deacon. It was cool. It was at a church.
Wow.
There was a message and there was worship. So yes, I did. Nice. Activity time. Meme exchange.
Meme exchange.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Is it an exchange? But only I submitted these for us.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me I needed to.
That's okay. One of them you had done. Okay.
Okay.
Your month, your Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Okay. July.
That is me. Lover girl.
August.
Oh, that is so Darian. Look how outdoorsy.
So true. Me.
The princess.
For sure.
Course.
And then this one doesn't make any sense. Mom, I'm Spider-Man. But I guess it is applicable because you've been watching Spider-Man.
That's funny.
I know. I just thought it was so funny. Okay. Your birth month is your silly raccoon. I actually have two versions of this.
Okay.
July, sad raccoon.
True. I was sad raccoon this week.
Is good friend, can cook well, has lots of pets. Cons, sensitive, won't shut up. Starbucks doing the boycott. Except you didn't really.
Well,
we haven't done Starbucks.
Those cons are all applicable to me.
Fair.
I kind of stopped going to Starbucks though.
Yeah.
After working in a coffee shop, I think I realized that I don't like Starbucks coffee.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
just, it doesn't hit the same.
Because I've always been like, oh, I like it. No,
Yeah.
I don't like
All right, this is Darian.
it.
Driving a raccoon, popular, unlimited gas money, takes everyone on road trips. That's
He does
such
do
him.
that.
It's Curb says I'm just a girl, has road rage, hogs the ox. That would be him too.
Yeah, and when he bumps, he doesn't hit the curb, but like when he's parking, he'll say, "Found the curb."
Okay, and then this is me. This is a raccoon. Friendly, great posture, just wants to hang out a little.
Mm-hmm.
Always in a silly little mood. Zero accountability. Will gaslight you. That one wasn't really me, but I had to include it.
Not super applicable.
No.
But I think the other ones were good.
Okay, this is the next one. July. I was thinking, and then I started crying.
Wow,
That's
it's
so
because,
you.
It's because July's zodiac sign is Cancer, and their big thing is
Sensitive souls.
being emotional.
Yeah.
But it does tie in with me being a 4, so they're always pretty close on mine.
Darian.
Do you think he's dramatic?
I don't know. Sometimes, yeah. I just thought it was funny.
I like the bows.
Yeah. This is me, and this one's real. Put your hands up. You're nervous for being too perfect.
Oh,
the one in me.
The one in you.
Yeah.
You look for perfection.
This was mom's. I don't know that it makes sense.
I don't know.
Maybe because she just
these apply to young adults.
Yeah, mom can take multitudes. Okay, your month, your fantasy universe.
This one was so good.
I thought mom's was good. I feel like that actually is kind of like mom-esque.
Like she likes color.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a very colorful movie.
I feel like yours and mine should have been switched. I feel like I should have been Hogwarts.
I agree because I've
academic.
Well, yeah, you are the smarty pants one.
Darian
what was yours?
Mine's Twilight.
Yeah, ours need to be switched.
Yeah,
but Darian's was the real reason I said
so true. Darian is H2O 1000%.
The best part of our Virgin Islands trip
was
watching H2O.
That was gonna be, if we were gonna do a funny story, I had thought of that. I was like, man, that was just such a funny time where Dad got so sunburnt, he couldn't walk, and for a whole day we watched like 3 seasons of H2O in the little loft apartment. I just thought it was so funny.
That was really funny.
Okay, this one's just so you.
Oh my gosh.
No, literally, but even that one, because didn't mom say you would go up to strange men?
Yeah.
This is Darian. I just feel like that one is
oh
him.
My gosh.
Little
the juice box.
Oh, it's just so cute. This one, it was just July. That was so accurate for you. Yeah. Okay, this one's mom. I feel like this one, I swear I'm fine, she's not fine, is mom. A little like passive aggressive, a little trying to like do it all.
Yeah.
Oh, this one also. Impulsive me never buys a ticket to a random concert. Except that's mom going to Cabo every 2 months.
So true.
Yours was so perfect too. I'll never forget that. I'm not emotional cries. You need a hug. Well, we got cut off because we ran a little long. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Hey mom, here's the update. Love you. Bye.
I know more about American Girl dolls than you do, genius.
I think I know more about American Girl dolls than you do, genius.
Let me pause for
You
one
caught
second.
me monologuing.
You got me monologuing. I can't believe it.
Do you want to start with your rant? Natania's got a big rant today.
No, you can. Well, I fear I've been ranting too close to the sun today. This whole podcast is my rant.
So true. This is Natania's rant.
Natalie just had to get up and check the time because I've been talking too much.
It's okay. It's okay. My
Mom
rant
loves it when I talk this much.
Good. Okay, that's good. We'll see if I love that you talk this much when I edit it. I will. Answer is I will love it.